I don't really know how to start this video, but yeah, it's me, Beef Juki, also known as Maisie. Oh shit, and I've been wanting to record something like this for a long time now, but I've always kind of chickened out because when you've been gone for a really long time, it's a little difficult to figure out exactly what to make as a return, especially when it comes to this game, because in the past I've made some like highly edited, very, I guess I'd call it intense videos. And believe it or not, those take some fucking time to make. And editing that is not the most fun process, so I have a lot of ideas, but most of the time they just kind of stop and begin with the idea, because when it actually comes to doing the whole editing thing and the whole video making process, I get burnt out really quickly, and yeah, that's a big reason why there hasn't been... Alright, dude. I'm trying something new. I've never really played with live commentary before, and there's a very good reason for that, but I figured I'd try it out just this once and see how it goes, and if it's terrible, then you're never gonna see it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I think the last video I posted was, God, like 2023 or something, and it was just like a nice little video, nice little montage like I usually make, and oh god, that video must have taken like 5 or 6 hours to edit, and by the end of it, I was so burnt out that I just didn't even think about making a video for like at least a month after that, even though it was doing pretty well. And then I did actually have another one planned. It was, I think, a camo cactus montage, but as you might know, that one never ended up coming out because I really just did not enjoy the game anymore at that point, and I still don't, to be honest, but it can be fun every once in a while. Like, I'll have these little weekly stints where I come back for a little bit, and I think I'll end up liking it more than I do, but, at the end of the day, it's a 10-year-old game that doesn't get updated anymore, so there's only so much enjoyment you can have with it after a certain amount of time. But, yeah, I've just... Fucking hell. I mean, it's still shocking to me that there are still so many people playing this game. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a great game and everything, but I don't think it's had an update in, like, I want to say 6 years now. And the fact that that videos on this game are still as popular as they are is kind of crazy to me. And part of me wants to still capitalize on that, but if I'm being honest, I don't really think there's much of a future for myself in terms of making videos on this game still, but I don't know. I feel like a nice chill little sessions where I just kind of talk over it could be fun. Maybe do a little challenge here or there. I don't know. Y'all can let me know what you think of that, but I actually do have some other ideas for different games that I've wanted to try out for a while now. Like, for example, I want to do a playthrough of FNAF 4, which is another really old fucking game, but I don't know. I've been terrified of that series for my entire life, basically. So I think it could be funny to kind of show my first reaction to that. I do want to become a more, I guess, diverse channel when it comes to videos, if I do end up getting back into this whole YouTube thing, because, like I said, this is a 10-year-old game now, and I cannot stand making the kinds of videos I used to make anymore, just because of how long the editing process takes. Like, and to be honest, I don't even enjoy watching those kind of videos myself, so it feels weird for that to be the only kind of content I make, if you understand what I'm trying to say. And I hope by like kind of transitioning into a more commentary, personality-based thing, I can open the door for some new content that's not just Plants vs. Zombies. You know, like Five Nights at Freddy's, other horror games, that kind of thing. But I do think there could be potential for like just like a chill series on this game where I just kind of play and talk about shit. If, you know, there is still an audience for that, I do think that would be fun. I guess I can talk about the game now, because I am playing Garden Warfare 2. And, I'll try to narrate a little bit, I guess. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know how YouTubers do it. The game itself is not that interesting. Like, I could be like, ooh, look, I'm gonna long bomb this rose over here. Check that out. Oh, wow, I hit her. Whoopty shit. Who cares? I wish. Okay. I guess while we're waiting, feel free to tell me some of the games you've been playing since 2023 or just recently, because I know I haven't been playing this game very much. Like I said, I have these on and off stints, like week or so periods where I just kind of come back, play a little bit, but like I said, I always get bored after a while. And I think it's just because I've played this game for so long. Like, there's only so much of it in a row I can really tolerate before I need to escape again and go back to something actually fresh and enjoyable. But I think another reason why I just don't enjoy this stuff as much as I used to is because I don't really play multiplayer games like I used to anymore. And I know it sounds cliche, but I really have just grown up in a lot of ways. And that's, I guess, another one of the reasons why YouTube has been on the back burner for a while. Hasn't been one of my big concerns. And I said I wasn't really going to go into like all my personal life and stuff, but I will a little bit, just because why not? So that last video I made in 2023 was during my first semester of college. I actually edited that whole fucking thing in my dorm room, which were some rough times. Anyone who's been in college will tell you that that first semester is fucking brutal, man. The whole first year, to be honest. Just like getting accustomed to that new lifestyle is so difficult for an 18-year-old, but I'm definitely in a much better place now. And although I don't look back fondly on those times, I can appreciate how far I've come. So, you know, I guess I don't really dwell in the past, in the misery too much. I'd rather look forward and kind of keep improving in my own way. Camo Cactus and Captain Squawk have been my go-to for ever now. There's just something about picking people off with like 2 or 3 shots. It's super satisfying to me. So when I actually have to play like a close range character like Scientist or Korn, I do pretty miserably. I do actually like Camo Cactus a lot. This is a character I never really played a whole lot before, for whatever reason, but these last few days that I've been playing this game again, like, she's really fun. When I can actually aim, that is. I do remember I used to do like these little challenge videos where I'd have to get like, I think one of them was like 15 kills with long bomb in one game. And I did a few other ones that I forgot exactly what they were, but I think that could be something kind of interesting to try moving forward, because I wouldn't have to put a ton of energy into the whole editing process for that. Although I would definitely still do enough to make it entertaining, obviously. I think that's a more relaxing, oh shit, type of video that I could just kind of churn out a little more on a little more regular basis than something like a, you know, character montage or anything like that. The gist is I just kind of quit YouTube for a while because I kind of worked my way into a corner in terms of the kind of videos I made, and I guess it kind of felt like I couldn't really try anything else besides Garden Warfare. And I didn't want to make Garden Warfare videos, so it really felt like my only option was to just take a break. Despite the fact that I still kind of wanted to do content in general. And like I said, I've been putting off this whole comeback thing for a while now. And I just kind of figured it'd be best if I got something out there, even if it's not super high quality, just to kind of ease my way back into it if I do end up wanting to pursue YouTube again as a hobby, which I think I do. This whole video is basically just going to be a test moving forward, and if people do end up wanting more content from me in some way, whether that be more relaxed Plants vs. Zombies stuff or, you know, other stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's, which I do want to try because I do think that'd be so fun. I guess I can go into a little bit more about me just because I don't know what else to talk about right now, but yeah, since 2023 when I made that first video, I have been in college, and I've been a lot busier since when I started YouTube because I don't know if anyone knows this, but I did start during COVID just to kind of give myself a fun little hobby, and I was never very consistent with videos, but I would say like 2021, 2022 is when I was actually actively making the most videos, and it was just a lot of Garden Warfare montages and shit. That's probably where most of you found me from. And I'd always wanted to transition and do some other kinds of videos. Like a few that I had planned out were, one of them was for The Binding of Isaac, but like I said, the editing just sucked so much that I never followed through with it. I think I got like 2 minutes in before giving up. And then I wanted to do a Dead by Daylight video, which I'm really happy I didn't fucking do because that game's miserable. And there have been a few PvZ videos that I've thought about doing here and there, but yeah, I mean, I've just been, it's not a great excuse, but I have just been busier. Like, I have a job full-time during the summers and, you know, part-time during the year, and when you combine that with just all the bullshit that comes along with college and being an adult, like, it adds up, and doing YouTube can feel like a really big commitment, even though it's not really. So I wouldn't, although it sounds kind of shitty, I wouldn't really say, like, I feel bad about not doing anything the past 2 years, but I do kind of wish I could have made YouTube a more consistent hobby for me throughout, because I think that would have helped with, you know, like some of the times when I was just super bored and stuff. So that's one of the main reasons why I want to get back into it, because I do really like having a creative outlet, and ever since I lost my love for like making YouTube videos and stuff, it's been pretty difficult to find something similar. So for the 50th time, I do hope I can kind of get back into the whole making videos thing. I have thought about doing like a try not to rage or get pissed off thing with Garden Warfare 2, because I would argue this game is like notoriously infuriating, especially for somebody who's played for a long time like me. Yeah, I think my main goal for this video is just to kind of like let you guys know what I've been doing or why there hasn't been any videos, and that I hope to kind of get back into it. So I know it's not going to be the most entertaining thing, and this is really just a test run, like I said, for future stuff, but let me know if you'd be interested in that kind of thing. This, like a more casual kind of content, because like I said, I think I'm done with those heavily edited videos that I used to make, just because I hate doing that kind of stuff now. It's too much work for what it's worth. Alright, you guys are probably sick of me just yapping it up, so I think I'm gonna cut this one off right about here, but yeah, I guess I'll just wait and see what the reception for this is, and if you guys are interested in seeing more videos from me, whether it's, you know, Garden Warfare or another game, yeah, just let me know, and thanks for watching.